just a good old boy who loves burning rubber and driving fast. You're tuned into the Clay Millican YouTube channel where you never know what you're gonna see.
Alright guys, walking in for the Drag Illustrated 30 under 30. Look at these folks. Alright, so snuck in here for the Drag Illustrated 30 under 30. This guy and this guy are not under 30. But this young lady right here.
Just barely. I just turned 29. I thought it was over with, but here we are.
You made it.
I know. I was shocked. I truly was.
I was not.
I know. He wasn't either.
I was not.
Yeah.
We would have been disappointed if you weren't.
Right.
That's the reality.
Right. No, it's very exciting. Very exciting.
It is.
I'm like nervous. I don't know why.
Don't be nervous.
I know.
You feel like it's before first round or what?
Kind of. There's track dad too.
As Dad.
Oh
Dad would not miss this for the world.
Everybody's
I'm
here.
so proud of my oldest.
Yeah, I was nervous this morning too on the women's panel. I don't know why. And once we started, we were good. So yes, probably like first round. As soon as the car starts, it's over with. So I'm sure once I'll be okay.
We're proud of you. We're excited. It was a big deal. Me and Rick were like, 30 people. We gotta get over here. We were rushing.
Class 2022 30 under 30 unveil. This is a huge moment for us. Something that we get excited about every single year. For those that don't know, my name is Wes Buck, and I'm the founder and editorial director of Drag Illustrated magazine. 2015, we started the Drag Illustrated 30 under 30, and it was actually an idea that we cooked up right here in the show halls of the PRI show. We were tearing down our booth, and we were sitting around having a conversation over moonshine about how we could find a creative way to highlight the next generation of drag racers, the kids that will go on to become Clay Millican, go on to become the next Alan Johnson, the next Erica Enders, and we felt as hard as drag racing is, as pretty much everybody in this room knows, it's important to provide these young folks some validation. It's important to do something to cheer them on because, as we all know, drag racing will chew you up and spit you out pretty quick. It's a sport that you lose a lot more than you win, right? So we have to celebrate these young folks and we have to encourage them to keep going because there's gonna be a lot of days when it might make more sense to go bass fishing, right? It might make more sense to take up golf. So it's important to provide validation and encourage these kids and foster their relationship with the sport of drag racing. It doesn't make it. And it's never a personal issue. There's so many things that factor into it. And when you look at this list and the diversity, it's something I'm so proud of because it's not about round wins. It's not about track championships. It's not about low ET or number one jacket, I guess we'll go with.
Are you getting nervous yet?
But before we do that, I want to thank my team at Drag Illustrated real quick.
Stand up there and stay
We've been in
there.
business for 17 years. NHRA Top Fuel Clutch Specialist, Kaylynn Simmons. And bracket racer, James Rawlings.
Well, my boy!
FIA European Top Fuel driver, Ida Zetterstrom. And guys, that is our 2022 class of 30 under 30. Let's give these guys and gals a round of applause. I want to say one more thing, and I've had this conversation recently with a handful of folks. I see Stevie Fast Jackson in the house here tonight, and he's someone I've talked to about this a lot. Going back to the diversity that I mentioned earlier, you'll notice that these aren't all drivers, right? They're not all aspiring Stevie Jacksons, right? These are people that are getting in where they fit in, right? Which is something I love to see. Find a way to get involved in the sport of drag racing, even if you've got to create one. Right? Find a way to get involved. And one of the scarcest resources, I think there's a lot of team owners in the room would agree with me, one of the scarcest resources that exist in our industry today is crew guys and gals, crew members. And we have to make it fashionable to work on a race car. You don't gotta drive one to be a badass, right? You don't gotta drive one to contribute to a team in a meaningful way. And there's a reason we've got transmission builders, crew guys, people that don't get the linemen, if you will, of the sport of drag racing on the cover of that magazine right now. Because those kids that are helping put air in a tire, I mean, Phil Schuler and Stevie can put whatever tune they want in it, right? But if one tire's got 72 pounds of air in it and the other's got 4, we're done. right? And those guys make a difference, huge difference. Guys and gals make a massive impact on our sport. So encourage these folks, bonus them, reward them. We have to foster an environment where it is fashionable and cool to have a shop rag in your pocket. My dad made me, right? He gave me some great advice. Keep a shop towel in your pocket, walk fast, look worried. That was my dad's life advice. Yeah. So anyways, I do it pretty well for those that know me. Lost the shop rag over the years, but seriously, we have to celebrate these guys and let people know that there's a lot of ways to be involved in the sport of drag racing, right? There's a lot of ways to do this. We have PR specialists up here. We have like people that work at shops that don't even, Damon Cole hardly gets to go to the racetrack because Mark keeps him so busy in Jefferson City, Missouri, right? And it's important that these kids are recognized because we need more people that are willing to work on cars. Richard Freeman probably needs 400 of them right now to work on pro stock cars, right? Erica, you guys need more help? It's incredible how scarce a resource this is. It's a problem that probably is as significant as parts availability, is getting good help. So we have to celebrate these kids, and I'd like to give it up to them one more time. Come on now.
My goodness.
So how did this come about? I mean,
Man.
give me the short version. I know how you can be, like me. We can talk forever.
The short version is really being focused on highlighting crew members. You know, because as I said up there, I truly believe one of the most scarce resources that exist in our sport today are good young people that are willing to work.
Yeah.
And so whenever we encounter one or we come across one, we feel massively, almost as exciting as we are about you personally,
Yeah.
we also know that your line of work is often thankless, right? And it's so important, in my opinion, that these young men and women that get their hands dirty, do the stuff that a lot of times other people don't want to do, are willing to do it, to fight that good fight. It's every year, I mean, some of these nominations we get are
I can't imagine.
oh my goodness,
I
and it's
literally
like
can't imagine.
3,000 word exposés on why this person needs to be in the list, and it's humbling, honestly, to read them and see them, but we're really happy for you, very
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you so very much.
No.
So Kaylynn, how long have you been thinking about, I want to be a part of this?
Since it came out, so it came out, the first year of it was 2015, which is a few months short of when I started my drag racing career. So I had actually gone to the PRI show and had caught a glimpse of everything and saw the article, and every year I read the article every single year, and I just like, I guess I never thought about me being in it, just as I looked up to each and every class. So this is insane. This
So
is very
Wes,
cool.
real quick,
Yeah.
one thing. Let me see this. This hand
Oh.
is clean.
I know,
Yeah.
and it very rarely
Yeah.
is.
And nails, like I got like the.
Anybody that's working on a clutch is near and dear my heart, personally. That's how God intends these race cars to work, to have clutches in them.
Yes.
So you're doing the Lord's work.
All right, folks, thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, and we will see you in the next one. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Kaylynn.
Thank you,
Wes
thank you.
Buck.